This is the Broadway Joe Talk Show. Dialogue with the lead dog. Now, your issues, your events with Broadway Joe.
And welcome to another edition of the Broadway Joe Talk Show here on Little Rock's Adult Choice, 1021 KOKY, 1025 Praise FM. The show is rebroadcast Saturday mornings at 6 o'clock on Power 923. If you need information about the show or the guests, we have three websites, 1021KOKY.com, 1025PraiseFM.com, and Power923.com. Let's welcome our first guest to the studio this morning, and he's here about a big event. Save the date for it. It is September 21st, 8 p.m. down in Pine Bluff. It is the Tour de Bluff, and it's powered by Novelties in Pine Bluff, and we have Mr. What We Say We Do, We Do. That's it. That's Kenny Fisher with us this morning to talk about things that are happening down there in Pine Bluff. That's the Tour de Bluff. Let's go back to the beginning, Kenny, because this is a big cycling event, and talk about how everything got started, because you're a big cyclist.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me be on again, Broadway Joe. I really appreciate it. And this is actually our 21st year for Tour de Bluff.
All right. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
And so, the way it got started was, I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, so I've been riding my bike for long, all my life. Mm-hmm. And when I came down here as a student at UAPB, I brought my bike with me way back in the 80s. And so when we first got started, the idea was that if we had an opportunity for people to get on their bikes, they would see how much fun I'm having by myself, right, and they would have fun too. So that was the premise. So we started doing it, and it just kind of went along for a while. And then as people started getting interested, people started volunteering and adding on to it, and we started getting sponsors. Aurora's probably been our longest sponsor, and so each year we get to add a few more things. So it's not just a bicycle ride. It's a bicycle community activity with a bicycle thing. That's
okay. All right. Okay. And you've been in quite a few of, as we talk about cycling, but you do quite a bit of it. And what's been the longest ride that you've ever had? I would say continuous, not like, I know sometimes you spend the night and then you get them ride some more, but right, what's been the longest venture for you on a bike?
Probably the longest venture that I've done continuous is 100 miles, because that's a marathon for a cyclist. Mm-hmm. And I've done quite a few of those. The older I get, the harder it gets. Is it 100 miles in one day, or do you do it over a certain period of time? 100 miles in one day. Oh, man. Now, I've done some other rides that were longer than that, were multi-day.
Where do you ride 100 miles in Pine Bluff? Is it like in a circle? You go from one place to another? You going from one town to another? Because, I mean, from Pine Bluff, you can ride all the way to Memphis in about 100 miles. I'm just kind of wondering how you do that.
Well, actually, riding from Pine Bluff and back would be about 100 miles. From Pine Bluff to Little Rock and back, it's pretty much 100 miles. So to give you kind of idea.
Must be from your house, because the thing says about 34 miles.
Yeah, 34 45 miles.
So it's 45 miles. Okay.
So, but if you start downtown and go back downtown, you'll get those extra 10 miles.
Okay. So ride to Little Rock and ride back.
Yeah, downtown Pine Bluff to probably where the watershed is, and back would be about 100 miles.
Wow.
In Pine Bluff, with Tour de Bluff, we don't have a 100-mile route, but we used to have a 100-mile route. Okay. But it used to, when we had the 100-mile route there, it rode through the countryside around by Alzheimer, all the way to around Humphrey. Oh, okay. And twisted around about Sherrill and then came back. So it was a
long 100 miles.
Yeah. You can get 100 miles in there, but this year our longest ride is 62 mile, which would be considered a metric 100.
So are there any kind of qualifications that you have to have, or you get any points for riding, or it's just the fun and the adventure of riding?
It's just fun to do. Cyclists are, I guess, an unusual breed. We just like being on the bikes.
Okay.
And so it's real it's real addictive. I would think. I would say because I love being on a bike. I ride almost every day.
You sure making me laugh because I'm going to tell you. I remember riding the bike, and I loved riding the bike too until I got a car.
It changed.
I hadn't ridden
the bike since you got a car.
I'm not gonna say it like that, but I hadn't been excited about riding a bike once I got a car. A little bit of my excitement left. So, what do people need to do to get qualified and get registered?
Well, all you have to do to get registered, you can register online. That's the best way to do it at tourdebluff.com. So if you go to tourdebluff.com, you can go and you'll see a tab that says registration, and you can just register there. Now we have a variety of different distances. So wherever you fit in, we got a ride for you. We have from 1 mile up to 62 miles.
Okay.
And so if you hadn't ridden on your bike since you got your car,
I get the 1 mile route.
You can still do that 1 mile route. So, pull
I can make it more than 1 mile.
I know you can. And, it was interesting because the 1 mile, that's called the Mayor's Mile. Mayor Shirley Washington, that was her brainchild. She said, I want to ride. And she said, I can't do 62 miles.
I bet she can.
So I said, can you do a mile? And she said, yeah, I can do a mile. So we started the Mayor's Mile. I think this is about the 5th year for the Mayor's Mile.
Okay.
And it's real popular. And she rides the mile with you, so it's fun. We invite dignitaries from around.
What you do? Go from the courthouse to the police station and back?
Well, we start at the we're at the Civic Center, which is where the City Hall is, and we make a loop and come right back to the 1 mile loop and come right back to the same place. So. Some people even walk the 1 mile. So
I can do that.
Yeah, so it's less than a 5K. So it's fun. We have people that come out and bring their kids. We have activities for the kids, and we have all kinds of fun things. So even if you don't ride a bike, come out. It's going to be fun.
All right. Tour de Bluff, and it is coming up, so get ready for it and save the date for it. It's the 16th?
No.
The 15th?
It's the 20th.
Oh, the 21st. It's the 20th through the 20th. And it is not just that day, because I said the 21st initially, but it starts on the 20th. So let's talk about what happens on the 20th and then leads up to everything.
Okay. This year we have our new bike room, which we call a bike room, and that's sponsored by Aurora and Trek Bicycles. So in the bike room, it's an opportunity for cyclists who have registered to come pick up their packets, which will have various different things for them, and the registration, the T-shirts, and all that. But we'll also have a station there for Trek Bikes. Trek Bikes of Arkansas will be there, showing new bikes and giving people tips about bicycles and showing their bikes. And so it's a great opportunity for seasoned cyclists to come get some ideas and find out what Trek has. Along with that, we have some other vendors, like we have a massage studio that will be exhibiting there, and some other vendors that are health conscious, and they will be there too. We also have some prizes that we'll be giving out there, jerseys, and this year, if you're a registered rider, registered participant in Tour de Bluff, you'll have an opportunity to win a $1,500 bicycle from Trek.
Oh, right.
And that's sponsored
by... bicycle cost that much now?
Man, yeah.
Bicycle, we rode it a long time.
Yeah,
my bicycle sure didn't cost no $1,500.
Mine did, when I grew up, mine didn't either. But bicycles cost a lot of money these days. So $1,500 will go a long way in getting a brand new Trek bike, or you can use it to upgrade a bike if you already have a $1,500 bike or more. And so that's
shocked me with $1,500 for a bicycle.
Maybe you have to sit down on that one.
Yeah, man, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, so we have that on Friday. We also partner with the city because the city is sponsored with us in Parks and Recreation. So we're having Parks and Recreation is sponsoring the Jazz on the Lake. Friday. Okay. So that'll be at Saracen Landing on Friday, and it features Nikki Parrish.
Okay.
So if you come to Pine Bluff on Friday, you'll get the bike room, and you'll get the Jazz on the Lake concert with Nikki Parrish, sponsored by Pine Bluff Parks and Recreation. We also have a cyclist reception that's sponsored by Comfort Inns, because we have some people that come from out of town. We
Okay.
already have some people registered that's all the way from Houston. We even have somebody coming from Los Angeles. And, that's sponsored by Comfort Inn. So if you register, you go online and you can register at Comfort Inn and stay overnight, and they have a special Tour de Bluff rate. So
Okay.
all of that's going on Friday. If you come on Saturday morning, we're going to start registration at 7 o'clock,
Okay.
and we'll be there at the Civic Center on 8th Street and Convention Center Drive. We'll be registering there, and we got a lot of activities on Saturday. And then all of the rest stops are sponsored by, we have a rest stop competition.
Okay.
So the sponsors of the rest stop are going to be competing for the best rest stop. So they're going to be kind of fun when you get out there on the road.
Okay. So anything in closing we need to leave our listeners with? A website they can go to, a phone number they can call and get more information about it. The 20th through the 21st. And the 21st is the big day. As you heard Kenny say, they open up a registration. That's 7. The racing and cycling and everything starts around 8 o'clock in the morning there in Pine Bluff. But anything in closing we want to leave our listeners with?
Yeah, if you want to register, you want to find out more information about Tour de Bluff, you can go online to tourdebluff.com. That's TOURDEBLUFF.com. Or you can call Novelties at 866-933-6366. And that'll give you the information, all the information that you need about Tour de Bluff.
Okay. Kenny Fisher and the get ready for it, the South Arkansas's finest cycling event, the Tour de Bluff 2024 is coming up. Get yourself registered for that. And it's all powered by Novelties, where...
What we say we do, we do.
All right,
All
Kenny.
right.
Always a pleasure having you on, my brother. Thanks so much, and looking forward to seeing you on the 21st for a great event down there in Pine Bluff.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, you're listening to the Broadway Joe Talk Show here on Little Rock's Adult Choice, 102.1 KOKY, 102.5 Praise FM. The show is rebroadcast Saturday mornings at 6 o'clock. If you need information about the show or the website, you've got 3 websites, 1021KOKY.com, 1025praisefm.com, and power923.com. You can always check out the Broadway Joe show on YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel. You can get all of the previous shows. We got more coming up on the Broadway Joe Talk Show.